Hello, welcome to Decor, cozy corner where nostalgia meets charm. Today, we're diving into vintage home decor ideas that wrap your space in a warm, Grandmacore embrace. Imagine rooms filled with faded florals, antique treasures, and soft hues that whisper stories of yesteryears. What magic will these pieces bring to your home? Whether you adore timeless antiques or are new to Grandmacore, this journey will spark inspiration to create a soulful, cozy retreat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join our Decorize family. Your support keeps our vintage vibes thriving. Get comfy, grab a cup of tea, and let's explore how to infuse your space with heartwarming nostalgia. One, antique furniture focal points. Hunt for a vintage armchair with worn wood and plush upholstery in soft pastels, setting it as your living room's heart for Grandmacore charm. Drape it with a knitted throw and place old books nearby, creating a nook that feels like a hug from the past. Source these gems from flea markets, where each scratch tells a story of love and time. Pair with a side table topped with lace doilies and fresh wildflowers for cozy elegance. This setup invites warmth and character, making every moment in the room special. What antique piece could become your home's nostalgic centerpiece? Two, romantic muted palettes. Paint your walls in creamy ivories, soft roses, or gentle lavenders, crafting a serene Grandmacore backdrop that soothes the soul. Choose vintage wallpapers with floral patterns, slightly peeled for authenticity, to enhance the romantic vibe. Add aged brass accents or wrought iron hardware to balance the softness with elegance. Sheer curtains in light fabrics let sunlight dance through, casting a dreamy glow. This palette wraps your home in emotional depth and timeless beauty. How could these colors transform your favorite space? 3. Layered vintage textiles. Drape heirloom quilts with faded patchwork over beds or sofas, layering them for a tactile Grandmacore warmth that invites relaxation. Use embroidered tablecloths from thrift stores to dress dining tables, creating intimate settings. Crochet doilies under lamps or vases add delicate charm, while vintage rugs with worn fringes ground the space. These textiles weave stories into your decor, making it feel lived in and loved. Switch patterns seasonally to keep the look fresh. What textile treasure could you layer into your home? Four. Nostalgic gallery walls. Curate a gallery wall with mismatched frames holding vintage photos, botanical prints, and old postcards, arranged for whimsical Grandmacore appeal. Include heirlooms like handwritten letters to make it personal, turning your wall into a storybook. Use aged gold frames to enhance nostalgia, space to let the wall's color peek through. Soft sconce lighting highlights the display at night, inviting storytelling. This setup sparks conversation and connection. What memories could your gallery wall bring to life? Five. Charming antique lighting. Hang a tarnished chandelier with crystal drops over your dining table, its warm light creating a Grandmacore glow that enchants meals. Place floral shade table lamps on nightstands for cozy bedtime vibes. Group brass candle holders on mantles for intimate evenings, blending practicality with vintage charm. These fixtures turn spaces into romantic retreats with soft illumination. Choose warm bulbs to mimic candlelight's authenticity. What lighting could illuminate your home's stories? 6. Upcycled furniture charm. Revive an old dresser with soft gray chalk paint, distressing edges for a Grandmacore patina that feels timeless. Add porcelain knobs and top with a vintage mirror and potted herbs for a functional yet charming display. Sand lightly to reveal wood grains, honoring the piece's history while refreshing its look. This sustainable approach adds character without breaking the bank. Try decoupage with old book pages for extra whimsy. How could upcycling redefine a piece in your space? Seven. Heirloom vignette displays. Arrange porcelain teacups and silver trays on open shelves, grouping them with greenery for Grandmacore vignettes that tell family stories. Use glass cloches to protect delicate items on coffee tables, making them focal points. Rotate pieces seasonally to keep displays dynamic and engaging. This method turns everyday objects into treasures, adding emotional depth. Dust carefully to preserve their shine. What heirloom could star in your vignette? Eight. Seasonal nostalgic. Accents decorate your mantle with dried leaves, vintage lanterns, and muted pumpkin motifs in autumn for Grandmacore warmth. In spring, hang floral wreaths with antique ribbons on doors for a fresh welcome. Blend holiday ornaments with year-round decor for winter coziness. These touches keep your home vibrant yet nostalgic. Source affordable finds at local markets. How could seasonal accents reflect your traditions? 9. Cottagecore Fusion. Blend Grandmacore with Cottagecore by adding wicker baskets filled with produce on kitchen counters, evoking rustic simplicity. Use handmade pottery and woven placemats for dining, merging vintage with nature. Plant herbs and antique tins on windowsills for a natural touch. This fusion creates a cozy, intentional aesthetic. Keep it uncluttered for harmony. What cottagecore element could enhance your Grandmacore style? (10) Thrifty Vintage Finds. Scour thrift stores for frames, fabrics, and small antiques to build your Grandmacore collection on a budget. Join online swap groups for free or low-cost vintage treasures, like lamps or linens. Restore finds with simple DIY like polishing brass or mending textiles to personalize them. This approach makes nostalgia accessible to all. Focus on versatile, quality pieces. What thrifty find could spark your next decor adventure? As we close this nostalgic journey, let your home reflect the stories and imperfections that make it yours, a cozy Grandmacore haven. Thank you for joining Decor. If these ideas warmed your heart, like, share with a friend, and subscribe with notifications on for more vintage inspiration. Your support fuels our passion. See you in the next decor adventure.